Wait. Stop broadcast. Oh, we're on.
We're on.
Oh, we're on at the Great Appalachian Homestead Convention. Hi.
Do the bump. Do the bump.
Okay. So
Do the bump.
we're
Do
doing
the
the
bump.
bump.
We're dancing again.
Okay. See?
Okay.
All these people
All right.
think you're crazy.
They need
See?
you.
Oh, they
need
need me.
you.
Okay.
Yes.
So real quick, this is live stream. I'm Starry, and we got. Look at who's here.
I'm gonna help
the
her.
Deep South. And yeah, sure. And look at they came all the way from California. California, can you believe that? We got people from all over here, and we are rocking the house. I mean, a lot of people have cleared out, but we had streams and streams and streams of people. So I have to go up, and I'm going to do a Q&A right now, and Wanda is going to graciously help me. So if you guys have any questions, but we're live, baby. So it's a date.
Okay, I got your chat going.
All right.
You got people up there.
I've got people. We love you. Bye. Oh, this is awesome. So I got to go up there, and we're going to start the Q&A right now. But we are rocking the house, and we praise the Lord. We had we bowed our heads, and we gave glory to Jesus Christ first and foremost.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, so many people here are believers, and
That's
such a strong presence, such a strong presence.
That's awesome.
So, okay, they're waiting. Paterra's going to get.
Perry,
Yes.
she said, I don't believe Starry has ever done a live stream before, so this is a learning curve.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is learning.
I have no idea what's going on, but I got the experts here.
Okay, where's your
'Cause
sound?
Deep
We need
South,
to turn your sound down.
we need to turn it. What do you mean?
Come here.
Oh, we have the
a kid.
expert over there. See,
Her sound needs turning down.
do you know how to do that?
On this? Okay, thank you.
Oh, you knew how to
Wow,
do that.
thank you, James.
Okay.
This is Mr. Patera.
Patera, there he is. Hey, he's like, hey. Oh, we love him. He's like a big teddy bear.
You take it going up.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
I've
go
got
on up, and I don't think I need anything. Okay, I'm gonna wing it. I'm winging it. Okay, so we are live, people, and this thing was filled. This was filled with everybody. A lot of people have gone home already, but oh yeah, you're live. We're live streaming. See, and we're live streaming. You're on YouTube now. See, this is all live stream. Yeah, where did everybody go? Did they all go home? Oh, look at that. Okay. See, we're live. We're live on YouTube. Say hi, everybody. You're on Starry Hilder's channel. Look at that. Look at all the fans. Whee! Yeah, they already heard me once, and half of them left already. They're gone. They're like, oh, man, she talks way too much. Oh, here's Patera.
I just want to say, the lunch ladies let us know that not only did you meet the minimum for 2 college scholarships like last year, but you beat it by $500. You did that today. That's
Awesome.
Here
Awesome.
is for you.
Oh, can I have another one of these?
What for?
Well, the people can ask questions. Yeah, she's asking me what for. She's like, what for?
You have somewhere I can sit this and
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know. You guys want to? How brave are you guys? Good question. If you're brave, you want to come over, because I think I'm just going to do a Q&A, because there's so many questions about back to Eden Garden, and I could talk on about homesteading and off-grading and electricity and batteries and whatever. But
you see how I can do this.
Earlier, so yeah. If you didn't want to see that, that was bad. Not good. I could in town hall. We could do that. Yeah. Oh, look, we already had somebody.
Get started.
Would that work if you wanted? Would that work?
Yeah, I think that works.
Optional, whatever.
So if I just want the people, if you're going to ask the questions, I really want to hear you, and everybody else wants to hear you. So if you don't want to, okay, can we pass the mic? Oh, yeah, the cord. Okay. Okay, so just yell. Just yell.
You can pass that one. Oh, yeah, and then you can. Yes, yes. I don't know how much you want.
Okay, we're getting Starry. I don't want me in it, but yeah.
Oh, I feel like a rock star.
I told you, Bon Jovi.
Hello? But it doesn't work.
You got a question?
Oh, I turned it off. Don't tell Mr. Hilder, because he could probably say it broken. Oh, good.
Hello? Oh,
Oh, this sounds funny. All right, so we got our first question. Yes, darling.
Okay, I watch you all the time.
No, do you really? Really? How many watch me all the time? Oh my gosh! That is so awesome. What do you guys want?
Anyways, I always wondering, when you go on your walk,
Yes.
and when you go up there to do your sermon, not early sermons, you know,
I go and walk and talk, do sermons, do all that stuff. Yes.
do you carry something on you?
A gun?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
Or a knife, or spray.
Yeah, that is a good question because just the other day I was filming for all you friends. And I had my little fanny pack with me. And the reason why I had my fanny pack with me is because I actually did have my little pistol. And the only reason why, oh, look at all these people. Oh, you can't hear?
Yeah.
Play close to your mouth.
Is this better? Can you hear me now? Yeah? You can hear me now? Is that better? Okay. Okay, so I was on one of my walks the other day, and I actually did bring my pistol with me. Now, I usually never, ever bring my pistol, believe it or not. I know I have mountain lions, and I've got bears, and but I brought my pistol because the coyotes now are running around, and they've been yipping down by my house, and I've got my dogs, and I got Sprig, and I got Mario, and I wouldn't shoot the coyotes, but I would shoot in the air to scare them. So that's the only reason why I would carry a pistol. Now in Idaho, everybody carries. They do. It's just, you know, there's wild animals out there, and people feel very strongly about the right to carry, and they do carry. If you talk to Mr. Hiller, should you carry? And he did a whole video. You remember the grizzly bear? You know, he's encountered some grizzly bears, and he did a really good video at that time, and it was like almost live. He had just ran into the grizzly bear, and he didn't have a pistol on him, and he said, you know, a pistol wouldn't have done anything anyway, because when a bear is charging you, what are you going to do with a pistol? You think you're going to shoot him? You think you're going to hit him in the head? You're going to be running, and you think you're going to stand there and you're going to. So there's a lot of controversy with the whole carrying the gun and everything and trying to shoot animals. And even Mr. Hilder usually doesn't carry when we're out, believe it or not. And I know it sounds kind of scary, but we know animals. We've grown up in you know, we're outdoors people. He's a real mountain man, and I hunt and do all that stuff. So most of the time animals will run away from you.
I was just wondering, when you did the video about those dogs that you were looking for, yeah.
Oh, I know.
You look like you were way out.
Yeah, I'm kind of way out in the middle of nowhere. That's where we live. You know?
When you go down your road, it doesn't look as.
Yeah.
As remote.
Yeah, exactly. It's dependent on where I'm at, but we've got a lot of deep woods, and we are abutted to the Kaniksu National Forest, and it goes for miles, and actually goes into Montana. My backyard is Montana, and then across the border is British Columbia. So we're in some really deep woods, and it's not just the mountains that you're seeing, but it's real woods, big woods. And they've got search and rescue, and people have gotten lost out there, and it's so you got to have some serious wilderness skills. So that was a good question. Yeah, oh, I know, and I feel safe with the camera. And at least you'll have it on film if something happens. It'll be my last, you know, God's going to take me that way, he's going to take me that way, and I'll probably get 1 million views. I'll probably, Mr. Hill will be rich. $100 off that video.
How did you find your property?
Oh, that's a good question too. How did we find our property in Wisconsin? Well, number one, it was God, because God really did lead us to Bonners Ferry, and that's where I'm in the panhandle of Idaho, 30 miles outside of British Columbia, and so number one, it was God, and I always went to Him for everything, in prayer and everything. So when we ended up finally deciding to go to Idaho as a town, I mean, I knew this is where God wanted us to be. So that's number one. God led us there. But number two, He led us there through, and what we ended up with the research was early about the redoubt states, and trying to find an area where we could grow food and sustain ourselves, low taxes, no regulation. I mean, where can you have a compost toilet and no septic and solar panels and build whatever you want at any time with no building permit? It was an area where there was less government involvement, less county involvement, less township involvement, and people were very like-minded, very like-minded. So we went on the internet and did just a lot of searching, and we found the readout states, and we honed it into. Just made the drive. We made the drive, and then when we came out, we made a commitment to make sure that we stayed in the town or the area for at least a couple weeks. So we stayed in a wall tent, and we took our bikes, and we biked all over, and went to a little bit of the laundromat, and went to the grocery store. So we could, this is where we're going to spend the rest of our life, and we had to make sure that this is really the place. And it was. I mean, I just knew it was. But, if you're looking for your per property, that's what you need to do, because you're making that commitment. So.
Starry, you did a segment sometime back where you discussed about, it was really well spoken to. You talked about debt awareness and management. And I know that's why a lot of people are here in terms of looking into the prospects of homesteading. But that segment that you talked about, your presentations are so spot on. I was really impressed by the way that you laid out step by step of debt awareness and what's your, so if you would share some of your nuggets of wisdom on that.
Oh, yeah, the whole debt, because we're debt free. And we've been debt free since our 30s. And I came from a background where I wasn't debt free. And I had bad credit. I was young. Not that I was, but this is before credit cards. But I just made poor choices. And I acquired some debt. And when I met Mr. Hillard, he was the guy who would take his $50 bills, $20 bills, and he'd get like 100, and he'd roll them in a ball, and he'd put a rubber band, and he'd put it in a little coffee can, and he'd bury it in the backyard. So when and this is a true story, when he said we have to go to the bank, I'm like, okay, I'm like getting ready to go in the car. And this is when I first met him. I knew because he didn't share his finance thing with, how the guys are. So it took about 6-7 months. He's like, oh, I need to buy something. I'm going to go to the bank. And he grabbed the shovel. I'm like, you need the shovel to go to the bank? That's not making any sense. And then he took me to the backyard. And then that's where he had his money. But we had a different philosophy, which kept us debt free. And we went through the whole stock market. There's a time and a place for stock market. I think right now there's a lot of risk involved, and if you don't have something in your hand, you don't own it. And so whatever's on paper, and it's just our philosophy, whatever's on paper can be burnt up in a second. So we had invested in stocks, lost our money in stocks, made money in stocks, and then finally we just smartened up and said, we're all done with the stock market. That piece of paper is worthless. And if something does happen, good luck. Try to, for those of you who have stocks and bonds, just try cashing something in. Let's say a large amount. Say you got $10,000. That's a large amount. Cash it in, call up your broker, cash it in, and see how fast you can get that money. Well, you're not going to get money. Well, you know what you're going to get? You're going to get a check in the mail, a cashier's check. Okay, now you got to take that cashier's check to the bank. Good luck with getting $10,000 out of the bank, because they don't have $10,000 in your bank, because they have to order the money. So it's one piece of paper to another. It's all pieces of paper. So that's why when we looked at that, we knew we had to invest in ourselves and our homestead. And that meant real material things, buying a can or buying a tractor, buying anything that would make us self-sustainable. So and whenever I got extra money at work and Mr. Hiller did extra deer heads, that cash went into purchasing real items that would keep us sustainable. And so we got out of the stock market, and we got out of all that. And if anything, if you want an asset, obviously your home, obviously land, and if you're into precious metals, you can do precious metals too. If you really want something tangible. But I just warn people about that whole paper thing, because I know people have been preaching about it's going to crash one of these days, but do the experiment. Try to get your money. Try to get it. And when you go to the bank with that cashier's check for $10,000, and then they want you to sign for it. And trust me, you don't have it until it's in your fingers. So yes,
We got a couple of things from the live stream. One wants to know about bear spray.
bear spray. Oh yeah,
Does it
bear
work?
spray. Yeah, this is if we use any